What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD Mobile video. So today we got some pretty interesting information about the upcoming content that is going to be making its way into Season 10 in about 2 days. And we actually ended up getting kind of like an overlooked detail that might indicate to us that we're getting another signature attachment for this game. So again, we got some information on upcoming lucky draws. Of course, we have a new KN-44, a new Arctic 50, and a new Odin skin that's supposed to be about the World Championships for COD Mobile. But within that Odin draw, there was one weapon that kind of piqued my interest, and not because of its appearance, but of what it contains. So here's the picture that I am referring to. So as you can see, this is the World Championship draw for Season 10, which has the Odin Victor's Firebrand, the Savior's Sledge, which is, I guess, a sledgehammer. And we also have the M13. But what makes this very interesting is what's attached to the M13. So as you can see with the M13, the underbarrel attachment is pretty interesting because with this gun, we've never received anything like it. And some people might believe that this is some sort of typo. Maybe it's actually the M4, but I truly believe it's the M13 because of the stock, because of the magazine, and also because of how the barrel actually looks. It resembles a lot more of an M13 rather than an M4. So we do have a underbarrel attachment, which is not a grenade launcher, but it's rather a shotgun underbarrel attachment. We've seen something similar to this before with the M4 when they released its signature attachment, which was a underbarrel grenade launcher. And this time around, it looks like the M13 might actually be getting an underbarrel shotgun attachment. I haven't really seen too many people talk about this. My friend Parker actually sent me a picture of this. And yeah, it looks like an underbarrel shotgun. And given that it's been about maybe 2 seasons already since we've received our last signature attachment, which I believe was for the M1 Grand, it was like a bayonet attachment. I think we're kind of like, I think we're at a point where I think we're ready to receive another signature attachment. So having a shotgun attachment for an assault rifle, it might raise some questions about balance, but obviously with underbarrel shotguns in past Call of Duty games, they've never really been considered any good. Usually they're just kind of there as a last resort. Again, like if you ever use a shotgun attachment in, the old Modern Warfare games or even the newer ones, they're never really significant. They're never game breaking or they're never at a point where they might actually pose a problem. I personally don't mind it being a attachment. I mean, at some point I would have assumed that they would have released something like this. I'm actually surprised it took them this long to release an underbarrel shotgun attachment. I thought they probably would have put that with, I don't know, the ICR or some other type of assault rifle, but the M13 is not a bad weapon to put it on. I mean, if anything, it should just be available for every assault rifle. It's kind of like a normal thing with Gunsmith nowadays. But the only thing that I'm worried about is when it's released in this game, anything could happen. It's COD Mobile. Things get balanced differently compared to how they were in their original respective games. So that's another thing. I don't really know if they're going to show off any stats for the underbarrel shotgun. It's just something that we're just going to have to see for ourselves and judge for ourselves whether or not it's actually going to be overpowered or not. Also, we don't even know the capacity of these underbarrel shotguns. It's usually pretty small, maybe about 4 or 5 shells with this underbarrel attachment. Like I said, it's supposed to be some sort of like last resort thing, but they're probably gonna let you fill it up with like an ammo box or something like that. So it's not like you run out of those 5 things and it's over. You could probably use this for a prolonged amount of time if you have the right setup. Also, we don't know whether or not it's going to be a pump action. I mean, we've had Call of Duty games where underbarrel shotgun attachments could sometimes be semi-auto. They could be pump action. So if it's pump action, I could expect it to have a decent amount of range. But if it's like a semi-auto, then it's probably not going to have any range at all. And if you think about it, most signature attachments for COD Mobile have not really been that great. I would say the only 2 good ones, at least for me, is I mean, maybe 3, the Dragon's Breath, I could count that for the Jack 12. But, like the Branson and the cooling compressor bar were probably like the most effective signature attachments that I've seen so far in this game. But with the shotgun underbarrel, anything could happen. For all we know, that thing could end up one tapping from across the map and it's going to piss everyone off. But also, don't expect it to only be exclusive to having you only get that skin in order for you to unlock it. Most signature attachments at this point are usually in the secret cache, so you could end up paying those little points, those little challenge tokens to just get it immediately. So don't expect yourself to have to pay for a skin just to unlock that one attachment. Also, this is all just speculation. I mean, something like this has happened before where I think the ICR lava came with like a grenade launcher look. I mean, it's not functional, but it came with like some sort of grenade launcher thing. And I believe there was like another weapon that came with a grenade launcher. I think even like the M4, it had like a one of the epic skins I had back in the day had like a chainsaw attachment, but you weren't really able to do anything with it. So again, for all we know, it could just be nothing. But an attachment to be designed like that looks very specific, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is a new signature attachment. They might even have some challenge where you get a few kills with it to get more challenge tokens. I know we're getting a new camouflage, a secret cache camo, so kind of looking forward to season 10. This might be the last update before we end up getting a major update for season 11. So yeah, here's to hoping that this entire season goes pretty well. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.